a dimension created by 4 crime lords who had been sentenced to eternal condemnation in the depths of hell. A verdict rendered all too often with those of the human description. But these humans, now turned demon, were resourceful. Instead of accepting their fate, they combined their powers into a ritual and crafted this den of sin to be their own seat of authority. Though it may be separate from hell, the Underworld does in fact have a connection to it. And with the ambitious vision of its creators, as well as the gathered interest of occupants from across the 9 rings, this connection grew into what is known as the Underworld Railroad. With a stable means of transportation now established, there were those among demonkind who decided to leave their afterlife in hell behind for one more organized. After all, mob rule does have a certain reputation among those who once drew breath as living souls. A code, if you will. One of respect and order. Villainous, of course, though it may be. It was later that this code took to a written form of legislation, documented as underworld law. The creators, such as they were, now acknowledged as the ruling 4, Infernati, Oberon, Arconi, and Kunin, put this regulation into place as the Underworld continued its development into something much more than a simple, fledgling dimension. Be that as it may, it does need to be said that among the new denizens who choose to form their own factions in the Underworld, there are those who on occasion attempt to challenge the position of a ruling family. However, none have been successful. Not even those which have earned higher status in the Underworld as a maid family. And yet, there is one new family. A particularly interesting group that has recently materialized from its operations in the shadows of the Underworld. The Malavinci. Little is known about this family, and lesser still about Don Malavinci himself. Some whisper that even among demons, the Don possesses an unnatural malevolence. Others say he holds very little power, and will never amount to anything more than a second-rate gangster. I myself am not sure what to believe, but after witnessing the rise and fall of countless overlords, I will say in all confidence, Don Malavinci is something far more dangerous than any of these underworld families realize, including the ruling 4.